them. We have done events for them at the Global Justice Center, and we'll continue to work with them. The only thing is that I have issues with my legs. I can't be marching, I can't walk too far, or I can't stand too long either. So you're lucky. I'm not going to talk for an hour or two. So, yes, we're housed at the Global Justice Center, and we've been there since about 2 or 3 years now, or more. But yes, I'm very concerned with the administration that we have, with the new president. Especially now that he's talking about doing away, maybe he did it away already, with EPA. Out the door goes NEJAC. NEJAC will protect environmental justice, and they will promote it. In there was indigenous people, member of NEJAC, to fight against environmental racism. Now that's going to go if they do away with EPA. The other thing is that according to the International Treaty Council, that the executive orders that President Trump signed and continuing the pipeline work is a violation of treaty rights, of indigenous treaty rights. But I'm sure that the administration doesn't care. So we will continue the fight, and we will support him. 2 weeks ago, we had a prayer and ceremony for them. Over 100 people showed up and prayed. And we're going to continue praying for them and working with them. The other issue that we have been dealing with is that the issue of the Rio Yaqui water. And now, recently, the pipeline. They developed a Texas-based company, created a pipeline from somewhere in Sassaville or somewhere or further in Arizona to take gas into Sonora. And a lot of our Mayaqui relatives are fighting that right now. And about 2 or 3 months ago, there was a big ruckus going on. It was internal. Why? Because the company decided to give money to one of the communities, leadership. They brought them new trucks for their business, and the other communities were left out. So there was a big violence. One person was killed. You know that ruckus. Tomorrow we're going to be going down there to see exactly what's going on with the pipeline. Is it underground? Is it upground? And see how we can work with them on that issue. So I'm glad that the Apache Stronghold is still working on their issue. They haven't given up. I'm glad to hear that they're going to have another march, a third march. And we give them all our support. And all the blessings from the Great Spirit to work with them, to give them strength and wisdom so they can accomplish what they want to accomplish, bringing the issue out. The other thing we're working on is that we are promoting Indigenous Peoples Day for October, for the second Monday of October, to do away with Columbus. So we're working on it. So join us. Join us when we have that event. We have already gotten resolutions of support from almost 9 tribes. That's almost half of the 21 tribes that are in Arizona. So I'm trying to get at least 3 more tribes on board and then go before the Intertribal Council of Arizona, where the other tribes are there, and get a resolution of support from the whole tribal council there. So anyway, I'm happy to see all of you here tonight supporting the effort of our indigenous communities, of our brothers and sisters from Apaches. And I thank you for your support, and I thank you for all your donations. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose, for your support and your words of wisdom. Before I get into it, I want to get into our next guest speaker. I want to also announce that there's a carpool table in the back. People can get a ride. It'll be leaving Saturday morning, and it'll be coming back that same day, Saturday evening. But there also is a sign-in sheet for the whole event if you need a carpool for the whole event. So that's right there in the back. And this guy next to me who's setting up, I want to introduce Eberlin, who has a song that he wrote, and he's going to share with us this evening on his acoustic guitar. May I remind you that it's a beautiful thing as artists to use their art, whatever form they have, as a weapon. I myself am an artist, and I told, Winsor Nosey that what I'll bring to the table is my artwork as a weapon, and then I've been using it ever since then. So, yeah, Eb, thank you.
Thank you. It's good to see you all here. You may know the author, Sherman Alexie. In the book Reservation Blues, the young lady Chess is asked, "Why are we here?" And she said, "To tell our stories and sing our songs." And that has resonated with me for a long time. We have to keep our spirits strong. We have a long road. And there's 2 ways I nurture my spirit. I do it sometimes in community. I'm glad to be here in community with you tonight. And I also, I find a strong need to do it in solitude sometimes. Some of us need to be out there and be able to meditate and pray on our own. So the beginning of this song comes from that solitude, but we can't stay in the solitude. We must come back to community. When I'm right, I'm right. But I've been known to be wrong. We don't all have to agree, but it sure is good when we get along. None of us should be bowing down to nobody, but sometimes it don't hurt to take a knee. If I can see beyond my own short life, there's a chance that I could see 7 generations, 7 generations I need to be thinking about. 7 be my grandchildren's grandchildren. Now I know you. When you're right, you're right. But I expect, like me, sometimes you've been wrong. We don't all have to agree all the time, but it sure is fine when we get along. None of us should be bowing down, never, to nobody. But sometimes we can take a knee. And when we see beyond our own short lives, together we might see the 7 generations, 7 generations. Think about it. Think about 7 generations. All of us, our grandchildren's grandchildren. So I do my best to make my song be healing for you. 'Cause I hear how your song heals me. And when we're all singing together, singing loud and clear, I think we can heal everything we see, everything. 'Cause we gotta do it for the 7 generations. You know, 7 generations. 7 generations. So all together, we're all right. Even though the road's gonna be long. And there's some people out there that we don't agree with. But we're gonna find a way to bring them along. 'Cause they don't need to be bowing down either. But just like those veterans that took a knee, there's a chance, there's a really good chance that if we show them how we do it with love, that they might see that we gotta do it for 7 generations. 7 generations. 7 generations. 'Cause they too will have grandchildren who have grandchildren who have grandchildren. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'll see you around the campfire at Oak Flat.